Bit of a tight fit. Good morning, good morning. Back in the Rockies. So we're headed to Las Vegas, Nevada. And then Logan, Utah. So the scales are right here. I-70 westbound. There's the scales. You know what? I'm not going to go into them. Forget it. We don't need to. We're light. Sometimes you just gotta run the scales, you know. JK, I don't do that. They were closed. Closed. Light load, 5,000 pounds. So, boy, did I get lucky yesterday. 55, stay alive. Construction Junction. Little road widening project going on. We left Denver about 6:30, actually Aurora. About 6:30 this morning. Try to beat the mountain weekend traffic. Don't know actually how it is. My friend Amy told me last weekend up in the mountains that it was packed. People setting up tents by the gates that were closed. Like, why is it closed but Walmart's open? You know? It don't make any sense to me. Anyway, so I don't know what it's like this weekend. This is the day after Memorial. The day after, the weekend after. A beautiful day in the neighborhood, 65 balmy. Might be a little bit cooler. The truck was idling. I went in that little truck stop there. Cleaned up suicidal insects. There's a couple on there. And then grabbed a bite to eat. So, how I got lucky yesterday was... I shouldn't even say it, but I'm gonna. 44,000 pound load, I eyeballed my axles, my rear axles. I had them about the 40-foot mark, which only leaves about 4 slots. Of adjustment forward to take weight off of the drives and put them on the tandems. And you know, I went through in Clayton, New Mexico, went through their scale with a bunch of other trucks. And watched my green light on their light board. Stayed green, continued on and split. Went up Raton Pass, come into Colorado. They have a scale down there at the bottom of the hill, northbound, I-25. The guy in front of me apparently got a green light because he went right past the scale. I didn't get no light. So onto the scale I go. Said stop on scale. So I pull up and my steers said 13. I'm like, whoa, it's a little high. A lot of people think that you can't go over 12,000 on your steers because 34 and 34 on your drives and your tandems only leaves 12,000 pounds left for your 80. So yeah, if you were 34 and 34, then exactly you could only go 12. You can't be 12.5. You'd be 500 pounds overweight. You'd be 80,500 pounds. It looks like finally they opened up Georgetown Lake. It was ridiculous that it was closed. Glad to see they got it open. Open. Anyway, you can go up to 13.5, probably even 14 if your tires say 7,000 pounds each. That's 14. You're good to go. Of course, if you're 14, they're probably going to go check your ratings on your tires because you might only be 6.5, which would make it 13,000. Anyway, I stopped on the scale and it dropped down to 12,750. Okay, good. I go to my drives. 34,750. I'm like, holy crap, holy. I didn't see a scale in New Mexico, and those guys are the Gestapo. They get you for everything. What's the word I'm looking for? They get great enjoyment writing up truckers for anything. Anyway, they didn't have a scale. I couldn't read it, but in Colorado they do. So as I go across, I'm reading the numbers. At 34,750, I'm over. I wasn't too worried about Colorado because Colorado and Wyoming, 36,000 on one or the other. In other words, your drives or your tandems can be up to 36,000. So you don't push. As long as I'm under 80,000, I don't. The guy looks like he's cooling off his tires. Huh. He's hauling a little sailboat. Can't be that heavy, buddy. But anyway, you can give me 36,000, so I don't pay too much attention to if I'm running around scales in Wyoming and Colorado. As long as I'm under 80 or under, then I'm okay. But I go there yesterday at 34,750. So I messed up. I should have scaled out, but the reason, I didn't. I should have. So I got lucky that I didn't get the ticket in New Mexico for being overweight. 750 pounds overweight. They could have just said, hey, you need to slide your axles, your tandems up, which of course I had the room to do, and I would have probably been right at legal. But a lot of that depends on how the guy loaded the nose of the trailer. You can be 1 or 2 pallets in the nose wrong. Usually when they load a trailer, they'll put 1 or 2 pallets in the nose single, back to back, and then side by sides, and then at the end. So on those heavy weights, I should have double checked it. just to make sure, but I got lucky anyway. I'm over there bragging yesterday in the video how good I am at put my tandems where they need to be by the eyeball. I don't care how much experience you got, you could still be wrong. But I lucked out, no ticket. My friend Amy said it was 80 degrees in Granby yesterday. Granby, Grand Lake. I'm like, man, you know, when my kids were little, and we were in August, and it hit 90 degrees. We went and jumped in the lake. We couldn't handle the heat. 90. It was 80 yesterday in May. Funky weather. Looks like they're trying to shut down the 4th of July. Hope we get some rain. We have fire bans up in effect already. Stage 1 fire ban, Clear Creek County. No fires, no discharging firearms. I wonder if these trees are dead right along the highway here. I wonder if that's from that mag chloride that when it first came out said that you could put it on your salad. I was working CDOT back then, 97, 98. They were just coming out with this mag chloride stuff. Ah, it's non-toxic at all. Heck, you can put it on your salad. We were using dirt, or sand I should say actually, but they use that mag chloride like it's water here in I-70. Probably stop and do a little fishing over there by Minturn. Depends, see how high the water is. Yep, feels good to be back home in the Rockies. Should be a waterfall up here. No, I want to say a waterfall, but a stream of water coming down the hill. I don't think it's here. I think it's the next one. Yeah, it's the next one. Turn the camera off, save a little bit of time, and came up on that little stream coming down, but there was a truck blocking the view, so I didn't get to capture it. These Volvos like to lug. They like to lug at about 1,000 RPM. That's their sweet spot. Weak. I think Arapahoe Basin opened up ski area. I don't know if Loveland did, because Loveland's right here. Truckers, check your brakes. Steep grade ahead. Oh no! All hazmat must use Loveland pads. I remember when I first started driving, it was 96. I had a 95 Freightliner and a pup with 3,000 pounds on it, but it was too high to go through the tunnel, so I had to go up over Loveland Pass. It was nighttime, blizzard conditions, no chains on, rookie, and I went right up and over. No problema. So this load goes to California, but we don't. Go to Vegas, pick up another one. They have a 4 a.m. delivery in Logan, Utah. Let me over. Thank you very much. All these sirens and everything goes off, lights go off if you're too high. Not like too high to drive, but your load is too high. The ruts, I swear, it's like you're on rails. Worse on the other side. Eastbound, because you got that chain laws in effect on the other side of the hill than this side most of the time. Well, there we lost it. What the hell was that thing? Dash cam. Get it back up. Last time that happened, I put it right up and the right one fell. Because I run 2, 3 counting this one, and there's 4. One, the truck has its own camera. It does all the videography. And like a black box, if you will. There's an accident, they can see everything that I was doing. That's why you always want to be legal. .35 mph. We are flasher bound. 5,000 pounds. And we can fly down this hill at 65 and stay alive. But the limit is 26,000 pounds and greater. Empty, I'm 34. So I'm probably 39,000 total. See you in a bit. Take a quick little break here for a second. These waters around here are like absolutely crystal clear. We're by Copper Mountain. Go to off duty. See you in a minute. See how clear it is. No fishies in there. Just had a gnat land in my eyelid. Now it's stuck in my eyeball. The big boy right there. There's a bug in my eyeball. I gotta go get it out. Got stuck. Little gnat. Pain in the gnat. Okay. Let's get her rolling. Running the flashers here for a little bit. It's clear to move on over. Oh, get a little exercise. These waters are crystal clear, but when you get into the right light, the left side, which is the east side of the highway, is like twice as clear as the one we were just at. I have to film that one of these days. Maybe it's just the lighting, I don't know. Copper Mountain, out there. So that gnat landed in my eyeball. It was right on my eyelid, my lower eyelid. It was like stuck there in the middle. Kind of tough to do when you wear glasses, but I was able to take a toothpick and grab a hold of him and get him off my eye. So much better. It's not the first time it's happened. It probably won't be the last. Whew. Good little exercise. I'll have to see what the water's doing. Maybe we'll go down here and hit Minturn. Not too much fishing after that. Water's running too high. Especially with it being 80 degrees yesterday up in the high country. Get that melt rushing down fast. So maybe it's just the weekend, but you're in a truck like that, it's $20 for the day, and you add your insurance, and you add 80 cents a mile. Oh, wait a second. 0.79 cents a mile. So per near 80 cents a mile. 10 miles at $8, 20 miles 16, 100 miles at $80. Adds up quick. I think that's their weekend rate. And I think it's probably 49 cents a mile If you're going during the week, I don't know. But I know what it is on the weekend. $62 degrees. I need the AC on. Got it on 3/4 right now. Burning up. A little exercise I got to be good. Vale Pass, Eagle County, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That lake is still frozen over right there to our left. There's a little lake right there. It's still iced over. Of course, we are, what, over 10,000 feet? I reckon we'll find out here in a minute. Oh, they did some paving? Nice, nice. More sectionality. 10,662. So that lake is probably 10,600. Time to bring her down, clown. That thing's at restruction.com. Is that like a remodel? I think it's construction. Restruction. New terminology now. I haven't seen any officers out today. Of course, if I do something wrong, there they will be. This is a part that gets a lot of trucks on the eastbound side over there. That's where they spin out. On this here hill. The aspens are starting to sprout their leaves. I know I said yesterday I love Texas, but I really love Colorado. How can you not? See you in a bit. Coming into Vale, we're East Vale. Oh, that's right, I can do 65 now. So when I turn the camera off, I come down a little bit more down the hill, and there was a state trooper. Had somebody pulled over. Right there at the bottom of that hill. Construction season. So Vale Police. Back up 65. Golf course looking lush and green. We used to make a delivery here at exit 173 Sports Authority before they went under. They had to put their name on Mile High Stadium. Cost them to the tune of millions. There's a McDonald's right there where it'll cost you $10 for a McDouble. So I had to make a delivery and I had to do it in the parking lot. And that's just how they did it. And I actually had someone call the cops on me. And the cops show up. And I go, what would you like me to do? No problem. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in this parking lot. But that's how they unload this stuff right here, sir. Code enforcement. What do you want me to do? People get all uppity and pissed off because there's a truck in their way. I stood my ground. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. Tell them to move the building. Tell them to have a dock. Tell them that the customers, they could sell the stuff, and the customers could go down to Denver and pick it up. Huh? If you got it, a truck brought it. Check out Minturn. So we're coming up on it. I'm going to have to take a look-see because I need this exit if I'm going to do it. It's running high in brown. We're going to pass. It's running pretty high. That's just one river. There's another river over here coming from the left. To the left, to the left, to the right, left, right. Well, it is running pretty good. Well, I think I'll pass for now. Get these fly fishermen over here, and they get pissed off if somebody else walks in their area. I've had them walk up to me. I don't say them. And I walk up to them. One time I walked over there. There's 5 or 6 of them. They're all spaced out. I was spaced out evenly with them. They got mad because I was there. One guy was deaf, and he's the one that started it all. Get out of here! Get out of here! I knew sign language. Forget you, buddy. This is American Jack. What's the difference if there's 5 or 6 people in an area spaced evenly apart? Like they own the river. They don't. There's a public espacio, public space. Okay, now we're gonna head out to the desert, out of the mountains and off through the desert. See you in a bit. Bam! Just like that, we're in the Nevada desert. Well, technically we're in Arizona. Just a bit outside of Nevada. Coming up on Mesquite. Trying to make Moab a truck stop, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's at mile marker 75, and it's about 121 miles long, so that's 40 miles, roughly. "45 miles, and I got 40 minutes. Plus 5, so 50 miles, and I got 40 minutes. Not looking good. I'm about to be 5 minutes over. The wind is blowing pretty good too. Come up on these guys and then they take off. I've got a box van in front of us. Caught up to him, and then now he's leaving us. What the heck is going on here? There's Mesquite right there. I'm sure they're still shut down. I think till the 2nd. Should be what, Tuesday? Like, why? Why don't they just wait till Friday or the weekend? Heck, why don't they just not open at all? Then they can solve the problem, huh? That's what their governor wants. See a Mesquite. Picnic. There's a lot of retirees here in Mesquite, and they're probably just bored. Casinos are still closed. You can see over there, it looks like a Desolation Angel. Well, we got about 35 minutes left. I think I'm going to be short for that Moapa truck stop. There is a few parking areas up there, but I don't know. I might just violate the extra few minutes. Maybe. I don't know. You better stop at a truck stop than just sitting off the side of the highway. But there is a truck stop up here. Maybe I'll just stay there. So we'll call this video good for today. I think I'll post it up here later tonight. Thanks again for riding shotgun. I hope you enjoy. Peace. See ya.